Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV. Bad news again. I've got a report on it. City 2, Crystal Palace 2. Another 2 points lost. Another game chucked away by City, by Pep, by the team. We've had a terrible run at home after winning what was it, 25, 24 games on the bounce at home or something ridiculous in all competitions, I think. We've drawn with Liverpool, one each after leading, letting them back into it. We drew with Spurs 3-3 after leading in that game, letting them back into it right at the death. And we've drawn with Palace 2-2 after leading 2-0 until the 76th minute. And we let them in again with an injury time penalty. Same as Chelsea. Chelsea got the injury time penalty against us. And in our last 6 games, we've got a measly 7 points. And the worry is that, with Liverpool at home to Man United, they're just going to start pulling away from us. No one's expecting United to get anything out of that game. We are 4th at the moment. Okay, we got 34 points. Liverpool got 37. They got better goal difference. They got a game in hand. They win that. They go 6 points clear. 6 points clear of us. And Arsenal and Villa all got games in hand now. So it's not looking good. Tottenham are on 33. Newcastle, they won today. They're on 29. They're only 5 points behind us. Even crap old Man United are 7 points behind us with the game in hand. All right, that game is against Liverpool tomorrow, and I expect them to lose. But it's another shit show, basically. Another shit show from City. Another game where we've dominated, where we've had, obviously, a lot of the possession, a lot of chances. Other teams had not much in the game, and they've walked away with it from the game with a point. Now, look, I didn't go because I was working tonight. I was on the way to work and working outside. So it's not that, it wasn't cold, but the wind, 20 miles an hour wind made it feel really cold. And so I was driving and listening to the bit on the radio. So, yeah, that was okay. City had scored. City were dominating. They had a lot of chances that first half. And so, yeah, and I started work at half 4. So when I started work, City were winning 2-0. So you think, we've got this in the bag. And about an hour later, really, really busy, but I got a minute just to have a quick look at this. I thought I'd look at the footy results, see how many we won by. And gutted, man. Gutted that we'd let 2 goals in. I had another 2 hours of this gig to go. The weather was horrendous, freezing me nuts off, knowing that City had chucked another a 2-0 lead away, chucked another 2 points down the toilet. It wasn't the most enjoyable gig after that. Finished at 7:30, just got in just after 9 o'clock tonight. And so I managed to have a few minutes downtime to watch the highlights of the game. Good goal from City, the first goal from Grealish. Nice pass from Foden through the legs of a defender. Even Grealish couldn't miss that. Grealish scored, just put it around the keeper. Second goal, bit of a melee in the box. I think Foden and Grealish were involved. The ball bounced across, and Rico Lewis hits it into the ground and into the goal. Kept it low, sorry, not into the ground, but kept it low. City winning 2-0, you think, yep, easy peasy. And then after 76 minutes, I think it was, they scored their first goal. Now, they let, was it Schlupp free down the left? Where was Walker? I've not looked at the full lineups and where, and everything else yet to see. I'm sure he was on the pitch. If it was, where was Walker? What the Blue Blazers was he doing? Because let's be honest, he's should be there. He's the guy with the pace. I'm going to look at the lineups now. I've not even had a proper look at stuff yet, guys. So, but Walker's there. I don't know. I really don't understand what City are doing. Honestly, I do not understand it. I do not understand it. Okay, so Walker's your man with pace. The only reason, for me, the only reason Walker's in that team is not because he's a fantastic defender. It's because he's got the pace. Because for me, I've said it before, I'd have other players, someone else instead of Walker. I'd have Stonesy or Rico. I'd have Rico Lewis instead of Walker. Obviously, I understand that. Stones is still on the bench, and we got injured. I don't know why Kanji was on the bench, but for me, Walker should have been there. I think it looked like from the highlights I saw anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was Rodri chasing back, Aki in the middle. Cross comes in, and Aki's busting a gut. I thought he should have got there. From the couple of angles I saw, it looked maybe he tried his best. He just couldn't reach it. And the ball's in the back of the net, just like that. So going into injury time, Foden, who's I think just lost the ball, fouls the fella in the box. Now he's not seen him. He's not been a daft one like Ruben Dias did the other week, but he's not seen the fella. He's trying to clear the ball. The guy gets the ball, and Foden gives him a thwack. That's penalty. And Luis steps up and he sends Edison the wrong way, and it's 2-2. And we've chucked it away. But I've got to ask Pep, what's Pep doing? What's going on? We've now played, I think, 25 or 26 games altogether this season. 17 in the league. Yeah, 25 games at least. 25. And we've kept 5 clean sheets. What in the Blue Blazers is going on? Why are we not keeping clean sheets? We're all over the shop. I'm sorry, Pep. Okay, you cannot play Gvardiol as left back and have Aki inside him and then ask Gvardiol to do the bombing down the wing. No, it's not for me. You've got to, if we shut up short, if we play it tight at the back, we'd have won that game. Gvardiol, for me, has to be at centre-back. Aki has to be at left-back. He was our best defender last season, one of the top 3 players we had, I think, last season. And across the whole of the season, he was so dependable and reliable. And now what's Pep doing? I just don't get it. I know we've got a few injuries. Players who would have played, obviously Doku would have played if he was fit. Haaland would have played if he was fit. And KDB would have played if he was fit. So we're missing 3 players there. But I'm sorry, that's not a good enough reason. It's not, you can't make excuses for chucking this away again. I'm absolutely gutted. I want to know what's wrong with Stones. He's on the bench again. I just don't get it. I just don't get it at all. I mean, Pep, come on. If you want a left back to bomb down the wing, pick Gomez. Because he's about as good as a defender at left back as Gvardiol is. Gvardiol should not be playing left back. It should be, for me, Aki. Aki is your man. Aki is my left back. Okay, you want to play Ruben Dias? Pair him with a Kanji. Put Stones on the right, moving into midfield, or Lewis on the right, and I'd probably have Stones with Ruben Dias and have Lewis moving into midfield. I don't know what's going on, and it's very, very frustrating, guys. Very, very frustrating. Poor sods like Bernard who went to the game. You're winning that. I bet you people were leaving at 70 minutes, 75 minutes, thinking, yeah, this game's in the bag. And then they find out City concede 2. It's disastrous. So look at, as I said, how many points we've dropped from winning positions, how many points we've dropped in injury time in games or really late in games. Liverpool was reasonably late. Spurs was late. Chelsea was injury time. This game's injury time. I mean, it's just Arsenal scored, I think, after 86, 87 minutes. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible what's going on at the moment. And I don't see how we're going to get out of this malaise. I don't see it, because okay, let's not be totally negative, but the one positive is we are dominating most games in this run we've had, okay, where we've drawn 5. Is it drawn 5? Or drawn 4, won 1, lost 1, the last 6 games. There's only been one game where we've been outplayed, where we were battered, absolutely mauled by Aston Villa. We were lucky to get nil in that game, and for them to only get one. The other games, we've dominated all of them. And we won one against Luton. The four that we've drawn, we dominated. We should have won. We've let teams back into those games. And that's criminal. That's absolutely criminal. Those games we should have won. I'm sorry. We would have been on top of the table. On top of the table if we'd won a couple of those games instead of drawing them, which we should have done. Chelsea's injury time, we should not be losing. Spurs later on, we should not be losing. And this one here, that's 6 points. You can put the Liverpool one aside. We'll be on top of the table by 3 points. Liverpool will be looking to beat Man United tomorrow just to catch up to us. We'd have a miles better goal difference as well. So, I'm not entitled. I don't feel like we're entitled to win, but we're entitled to see sensible performances, sensible play, and for us to shut up shop when we tune it up. Thing is, when teams score against us, we panic, we look wobbly, we look all over the place. Absolutely gutted, guys. Absolutely gutted. We fly off now to Saudi Arabia for the Club World Cup. The way we're going, the way our form is, we might get beaten. That it's, I think, only 3 times in the history of the Club World Cup has it not gone to a European team. It's very rare for European teams to not win that competition. But the way City are going right now, don't know, mate. Don't know, guys. Don't know. The way City are playing right now, it's anybody's guess. For me, it would be a disaster not to win the Club World Cup, because with the all European teams are so much better than everybody else, and it would be a terrible, terrible disaster. But it might just happen. Well, we just got to move on, guys. Pick ourselves up. Got to win these 2 games in Saudi. Come back. We've got to play Everton. Everton have won tonight. Everton have won, was it 5 of the last 6 games? They're on a roll. They're on an absolute roll. And we could be in big trouble when we come back and face Everton as our first game back away from home. I think that's going to be a tough game, guys. Don't want to be a downer, but if we want to win this title, I don't see it happening. I'm not saying it's over, but it feels like it's over. It's, as I said when we chatted with Bernard the other week, it feels like we're just waiting for KDB to come back, and he is going to be the difference. And I think, guys, you're going to be sadly disappointed if you think KDB turning up, we're going to start winning games, because I'm sorry, with KDB in this side at the moment, we might have won a couple more, but we don't win them all. These 4 games we've drawn, we might win a couple of them, but the Villa game, we'd have still got tonked. So it's a big, big worry. Got to move on. Got to hope that we can pull it out the fire, because we're in the fire right now. We're in the doo-doos, guys. We're in the doo-doos. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We're just about on 14,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're fantastic if you could subscribe. If you can hit that bell icon, you'll be notified as soon as new videos come out. We'll see you around, Blues.